Hello, sweet, radiant king and queens. I hope you're all well today. Today, I have a pick a pile for you. These are going to be your predictions for the next 3 days, okay? This is predictions in love and life, whatever comes through for you, okay? Please make sure you're following, subscribe, ring the bell, go check me out on Instagram, out on Twitter, and make sure you go check out my TikTok because I'm always literally posting over there, guys. Like, literally constantly posting over there. So, if any of that sounds good to you, then I invite you to go ahead and pause that video, and then we'll move into the piles. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move into pile number 1, everyone. I hope everyone is well today, everyone is safe. Pile number 1, if you chose pile number 1, you chose my opal pendulum. She's very beautiful. I love her so much. She's very, very pretty. Opal is my birthstone. I was born in October. Come on, October Scorpios. Can I get a hallelujah? Okay, so let's see what's going on with you, pile number 1. If I bump the camera today, guys, I am so sorry. Actually, let's give the cards a quick shuffle. They have not been shuffled today. Well, they've been shuffled today because I'm always reading cards, but you know what I mean, right? Ah, beautiful. Sorry, I like to make sure that y'all can at least see the magic happen, you know? What's the point if you can't see it happening in front of you, am I right? Beautiful. Okay, now let's get you some messages. Pile number 1. Spirit. Oh, Spirit, Spirit, darling. What's headed for pile number 1 in the next 3 days? I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, pile number 1. Literally, I'll show you the cards so you can see them up close. We have the 3 of Swords, right? That's a card about grief. That's about happiness. And then look, we have the Mother of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. That does are innocent, okay? And she's very peaceful. I feel like you're finding peace, okay? In the next 3 days, you're finding peace in a situation. There was an ending, pile number 1 probably, or you're fearing an ending. You're just not thinking about what's over with. I feel like you're focusing on the future. You're trying to have hope. Hope for something to be born here, okay? I feel like, this is a child, obviously, and this is the mother. I feel like, maybe you have had mother issues. Maybe there's been issues around, attachment. I feel like this is you really nurturing your child self, though, realizing that prosperity can come. The Magician, exactly. I mean, you can't make this up, right? This is that manifestation power, pile number 1. That's you stepping into, who you are as a person, owning it, right? Coming out of a very dark situation and using that as power, pile number 1. And I'm so proud of you. Take strength. Let's see what else. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. Yes, pile number 1. You said, I'm so tired of waiting, of hanging in this heartbreak. And the Hermit. Yeah, and the reverse. Exactly. You said, I'm tired of thinking about this. I'm tired. I'm just sick of it. Like, what clarifies the Magician? I don't blame you, pile number 1. Yeah, you're like, I can't wait anymore. You're seeing your worth. You're like, I can't wait for, something to make me feel better. And I feel like, there is this pain that you need to use this pain as a lesson so you could manifest. Look, strength is coming out here. This is crazy. Strength on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah. In order for you to really accumulate your resources and become the powerful individual you are, you do have to, have the strength to internalize your grief, right? But I really feel like you're not thinking about this heartbreak in the next 3 days. You're moving forward. Oh my gosh. And then the 9 of Swords, which is that worried card. And you're worried that your manifestation is not coming true, pile number 1. But look, the Leo, okay, strength, right? What else? Okay, pile number 1. Why are we so worried? Why are we so worried about our manifestation? This is the Dali Tarot, by the way, for those of you who are curious. I know some of my viewers love it when I say the deck name. Sometimes I forget. I'm so sorry. Ah, yes. Pile number 1. Pile number 1. This is the 6 of Swords, by the way. This is the Page of Cups in the reverse. And then this is the 7 of Swords. Okay. There's a need to be honest with yourself, pile number one, with what you really want. I feel like you've closed your heart space down a little bit, all right? I feel like you've come to learn that, like, the truth of the matter is that you are not happy, you're not feeling open, um, and you haven't moved on, right? You're feeling powerless. I cannot blame you. Now, I also feel like this lack of moving forward, just energetically, right? When you worry about your manifestation, when you just move forward from worrying about your manifestation, and you don't focus on what you weren't given, okay. And you know what's funny? I feel like you were tired of waiting for the truth. You know, that's definitely what comes through for you, pile number one, is it's like I'm sick of waiting for you to come forward to tell me the truth. And I feel like there's been a period of you, you know, you're just, you know, you can't keep on waiting for something, you know, for that. I feel like you see it as bad news, but it's not really bad news. And you're like, I'm taking command of my heart space, okay? I'm taking command. But there is a need to reflect on that pain. That pain goes within when we reflect on that, that empowers our manifestation, right? This hangman energy, this is not waiting, I deserve more. But I'm so worried that I'm never going to get that, okay? And Spirit says you have to move forward in your thoughts, okay? It's not necessarily moving forward energetically. It's moving forward in your thoughts. The Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords cut in half between the Page of Cups, you know, the open-hearted character. He's almost holding it, the cup up in this, so it really is like, kind of like an offer here. Sorry if you can hear the sirens in the background. That's so embarrassing. We live in the ghetto. Ra-ta-ta-ta. But 7 and 6 here is like we're going backwards on the scale. And I feel like you've decided, like, you feel like you're going backwards, okay? You feel like that's all this energy has been in for the next 3 days. You're just going to be feeling like you're going nowhere. And you're feeling powerless, but Spirit really does say, like, don't worry so much about your manifestation. Have the strength. Okay, so your manifestation wasn't coming true because, like, the love you wanted wasn't given to you. I wanted to clarify that real quick. Okay, why aren't we moving on? The Eight of Swords. Because we can't get out of our head. And then why didn't the Page? Oh, yeah, you're so tired of the challenges. And I feel like, you know, you just don't want conflict, okay? I feel like there's inner conflict you have to face here around this page. Four of Cups. Anything else? And the Magician again, twice now. Yep, okay. I feel like pile number one, you haven't moved on because you're in your head, right? You're in your head about what you should have said, about what could happen, okay, which is preventing your manifestation. It's preventing you from being honest and vulnerable about what you want, okay? And with yourself, Spirit is really trying to tell you, like, you know, open your heart up, be who you really want to be. Let's get you some messages. What else is happening? Messages, please. Also, I know this is a new setup. I didn't bring this up in the beginning. I'm testing out this setup. Let me know how y'all like it, pile number one. If you do, we'll keep it. If not, we'll go back to the other one. I just didn't know if it would be easier for y'all to see the cards this way, but I really feel like it's not working out that way. Any messages for pile number one? Thank you. Egoism. Egoism is fear. You're too prideful. You're so prideful. The tree pose, 8, 2 8s. You know, it's so funny. I counted this 5 and the 3, and I was like, that's 8. That's why I was like, you're so prideful, you know. That's about progress. That's about communication. And then 8, the tree. I feel like you're waiting on communication. That's what I'm saying. You're so prideful. You're like, I'm going to wait for them to take the move. Excuse me. You said, I'm going to ground myself in the meantime. But it's almost like, are you grounding yourself? Are you not opening your heart because you're afraid of being disappointed, or you're afraid... Oh my gosh. Now that's interesting. Liberation in the reverse, fierce love. I feel like if there was a person, the next 3 days you're going to be feeling about this person like, it's going to feel very intense, like, you feel like you can't get away from them. I feel like you are avoiding your thoughts about them, right? You're avoiding your thoughts, so you're not really moving forward. You're so prideful, you're like, I'm going to sit still. And I feel like you're getting messages like, oh, thoughts, I should do this, but you're like, I ignore it. One card for here, Spirit, please. Trying to... This should clarify at least a little bit. Oh, wow. Tell me why I kind of had a feeling. Enter the Temper Invisible prayer. This is a need for you to be honest. Pile number 1. Another 8. 6, 7, 8. 6. Oh, my God. And then a 9. Fierce love. And then a 10. 10, 9, 8. 8. 8s might be important to you. There is need for communication. Pile number 1, if you've been feeling called, okay, it's time to just be honest. It's time to be vulnerable. Say what you have to say, okay? If you don't want to let go of this love, I still see you're not quite letting go, because there's some truths you have to face here. Let's see what we can get you in the advice area. What's their advice, Spirit? Nice. We have the return. Own your mastery. Exactly. That's to say, and that's a 4, which is stability. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 2 is duality. There's 2 of you. I feel like this is saying... I really feel like the message here is to make a move. To get out of your head and manifest what you want. Make a move. Make a move and you might be surprised. You might be surprised, pile number 1. You might be surprised. What is your advice? What else? That's crazy. All these 8s, guys, that's communication. That's progress. I feel like you are making progress even if you don't feel like you are. Become the elixir. Let your glow do the heavy lifting. This is to act from a place of heart, all right? Also, just be yourself. Like, who you are. If you come back and just be who you are, they're gonna see that. They see you as this person who has this filled cup. We have stop and take in the view in the reverse. This is to say it's time, and it's a 10. It's a 10. 7 and 3 adds up to 10. Once again, another 10, another 8, completion, communication. And then I look over here and look, holy shit, the Wheel of Fortune. And look, oh my God, the Tower. All right? That's realizations and changes because there's been a lack of openness here. Openness to thought, a refusal of thought. All right, a refusal of how to figure out how to come forward, all right, which is blocking justice. Because there's disillusionment here. Someone is saying, like, someone is not considering, this new adventure that could be fulfilling to them. They're not considering bringing this cup forward. You're very indecisive because you've guarded yourself, right? You've guarded yourself to make yourself very happy because you weren't given the new journey, the new beginning, the victory. Okay, that spiritual soundness that you really wanted, you weren't given that new beginning, okay? Let's get you another card, and then we'll probably close pile number 1. 2 always come out. Help appears in various ways, 5 and 3, which is another fucking 8. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's progress. Spirit wants me to tell you, pile number 1, you are making progress. And don't be afraid to make progress. Also, keep pushing. Help answers in various ways. There is much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift you forget to look to the support systems that are with you continuously. I also want to say to you, pile number 1, I feel like it's hard for you to forget this love because there was this fiery, intense, probably a spiritual connection here. A past life, that connection has been denied. That was denied by this other person in the past because they weren't sure if they had what it took to start this journey. And then 4 and 2 is gentle moderation. Take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by regenerating what you were trying to accomplish. I feel like something, pile number 1, let's see. What's pile number 1's person's intentions to them in the next 3 days, Spirit? Oh, actually, let's get a full deck instead of, let's get a full deck. What are their intentions in the next 3 days, Spirit? Ooh. 7 of Wands. Challenge. Competition. I swear to God, if they put you in another game, you better get out of there. The 2 of Swords. Oh my God. Obscurity. Confusion. The 7 of Wands is also about anxieties. Anxieties about how to move forward. That's what they're confused about, I feel like. Oh my God. There's anxieties. You know, they feel like you might judge them. I feel like pile number 1, they feel like you're gonna judge them. They feel like you're gonna judge them because, you know, they haven't decided on how to make this offer come forward to you. They haven't figured out how to come forward. You know, they're tired of sitting still and they want to manifest something, but nothing's manifesting because they're so confused. Thank you. The Knight of Swords. Yes, what did I say? They really want to do something, all right? They want to do something, but they're feeling anxious, okay? Their anxiousness is causing them to want to come in. And the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that's you. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Oh my God, yeah, they're impatient as fuck. Pile number 1, they're impatient as hell. What else? The Wheel. Yeah, because they feel like everything's gone wrong. I feel like they felt a karmic shift because of you. And they feel like all this impatience is actually turning, you know, the wheel around. Like, it's this indecision. It's like this indecision, but feeling this impatience towards this queen, which is you. This someone who's very stable, I feel like. Yeah, because look, you had it come out here. I forgot. The Queen of Pentacles. Like I said, this is you. And they're not sure how to proceed with you because the 8 of Pentacles. They want to offer you, they want to give you something that's worth working towards, okay? But I feel like they're like, well, what if they judge me? They're going to hate me. They're going to, you know, they're second guessing themselves and their feelings. Okay, pile number 1, I think that's going to be it for you. Please let me know if this resonates. I'm wishing you the best and all the love in the world. Remember, it does get easier over time. Time does heal all wounds suspiciously. What that means for you and what that means for me might be 2 different things, but I do think it's interesting that, you know, you spend a little time doing something and you start to forget about other things. Eventually it all slips away from you. Your, you know, confusions and worries rest, and you become a little more patient. You become a little more understanding. You become a little more aware. And I think that's the lesson here. Pile number 1, I think I said pile number 2 earlier. Pile number 1, the lesson, that's what the lesson is here for. As long as you're open to it, the divine is willing to teach you it. That way you can get closer to your manifestations and take back your own power, bitch. Which is great energy to be in. I'm so happy that I was able to read your cards today, guys. That made my heart feel so hot, so full. You're a powerful person, okay? Don't sit around in an energy that's unserving of you. Divine Feminine and Divine, you know, I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, I know what's going on with them. They're exposed. That's the issue. Okay. All right, pile number 2, welcome. You chose the fluorite. Beautiful piece. Finding light in the darkness. All right, let's see what's going on for you in the next 3 days. Pile number 2. I think I might have said 1. I keep getting my numbers swapped up. Some of you might find yourselves, if you chose pile number 2, you might find yourself all swapped around backwards. That's what I kind of feel. And I'm feeling that energy with the 7 of Swords too. Immediately, it's like someone's torn. I can feel it. Pile number 2, you're very torn. Because there's been some truths exposed to you about this connection, okay? That has led to a separation, probably. A lack of travel. Y'all haven't seen each other. There's a lack of vulnerability here. A lack of something coming in. There was some truth given to you. You know, I felt called to actually put this card here. So I'm going to say you might even be obsessively thinking about how nothing's happening. Yeah, and I feel like that truth to you, pile number 2, is that they did not want the commitment here. They weren't ready for it. 4 of Wands coming out, I feel like, to clarify. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to read it like this because it's this energy right here for sure. Ace of Swords and the 9 of Wands. Yep. Okay. Six of fuck me in the ass. Temperance. This is a card of filling your own cup. Pile number 2, you're obsessing about moving forward. Okay. There's a lack of commitment present in your life in the next 3 days. And you're not receptive. I feel like you're not waiting for the truth anymore. And instead, you're going to be... let's clarify the devil for them. 6 of Swords. Yeah, exactly. Obsessive. You're going to be thinking about moving on forward. Okay, there's going to be a lot of thought patterns about feeling like your soul's being pulled in a different direction. You have all this Wand energy. Could be fire sign that you're dealing with here. But I felt like there was a loss. There was a lack of commitment, okay? A lack of abundance in a connection, okay? And the truth is that it was karmic. It was a karmic one. It was meant to teach you, you know, what really does fulfill you. It was a challenge. The lesson, the karmic lesson here was moving forward. It's moving forward, all right? It's abandoning the thoughts that are not serving of you. It's like when you don't, the truth is about this commitment is that it's not coming in, so now there's time to move, now there's a need to move forward. I know that you so badly don't want to think about that, but unfortunately, this is the life. Let's see. It's not a bad thing, though. Look, they couldn't give you the union because... Why? 5 of Cups. Because they were focusing on something else. They were stuck in their own little karmic thing, I feel like. 10 of Swords. Yeah. And if not, they're in this... No, we're going to say that they most definitely are. They've been focused on something else, okay? And it's a missed opportunity for sure. It's feeling, you know, feeling defeated, feeling like a complete loss. They feel at a complete loss too. It's because they were feeling defeated from previous relationships, which carried into your relationship, all right? Next 3 days. There's going to be a tower moment where there's a period of isolation, okay, where you're alone. And I feel like you might be obsessively thinking about what to do in all the wrong ways, okay? I feel like your thoughts are going to, you know, they're not coming from a place of clarity. They're coming from, yeah, I feel like it's, okay, I get it. Yeah, your clarity, look, they rest on their sword. Your clarity is what triggers this tower. And what you've realized, okay, something came crumbling down, and what you've realized is, I can't keep thinking about this. If I keep thinking about how to fix this for all of us, then I'm never going to be able to get out of my own head. I'm never going to be able to, you know, actually make any progress towards my own life, towards my own abundance. Okay, I also feel like there was a separation. There was a lack of truth around why this separation happened. And for some of you, it's because there was a marriage, okay? They were in a relationship, right? So they couldn't be open because they were tied up with someone that they're low-key trying to get away from. And that was their karmic lesson, right? And now they're upset because they feel like they missed an opportunity with someone who is really good. You know, a new beginning, the sun. I feel like they kind of want that with you. What's their intentions towards pile number 1, this person? Pile number 2, this person. The Page of Coins in reverse. And Justice in the reverse. Damn. Next 3 days, it doesn't look like they're going to be giving you anything stable. Doesn't look like they're going to be correcting their bad karma. I huff and puff like that because it's like, you can see their internal conflict. It's all here. You can see all their pain, but they don't, it's like they hate themselves. The Page of Swords in the reverse. Oh my God. They don't even know what to do. They don't even know how to even begin to think about offering you this coin because of all this trash they've been caught up in. Okay, and I feel like that's put you in your own karma, and now they're paying for their karma, right? That put you, they were just fucking up your shit when you knew what you wanted, okay? But they really do want to work together with you. 3 of Pentacles. They're just not sure how. Let's pile 2's advice, Spirit, in order to unblock this energy the best way. We have the 9 of Swords. The 10 of Wands. Okay, I see the 4 of Wands. So yeah, this is to remember the Knave of Pentacles. I see. Listen, Spirit wants to remind you, pile number 2, what this person could give you right now. What they can give you right now, it's not stable. It's not that 4 of Wands. It's not the commitment energy. Because they've come out of a really bad commitment, okay? And now they're just trying to find their independence, right? And Spirit does want to say that if you get into this, it won't be stable. You'll feel like you're not getting enough attention. You'll feel like you've been left out in the cold. But it's like, it's poverty. You'll feel like nothing's growing, like you're always struggling. And you know that. I mean, intuitively you do know that. But you deny it, pile number 2. You deny it. You deny that. Which is why you think about the uniting, which is putting this in the reverse. But when we consider the fact that the 4 of Wands is in the reverse here, and then the Queen comes out in the upright, that literally tells me it's like, this is the acceptance part of it. And we have the Moon, the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, Judgment, the 3 of Swords, and the Lover with Temperance on the bottom of the deck over here. Look, to me, Spirit says all this illusion, it was meant to come this way, all right? They are not stable enough to give you happiness. You know, you just have to trust your cup, and that's what's going to bring love to you. Remember to have confidence in your love, right? There's also some illusion around happiness here, too, for you, right? And I feel like what you've realized is you have a tendency to get into commitments or to chase people that make you happy on the surface level, but are not actually really committed to something long-term, who are really unstable. And Spirit says, just focus on finding your own cup right now, okay? Focus on feeling your own cup, and that's going to attract something that's worth and equal to you, all right? Let's get you some messages. Pile number 2, advice from Spirit. I hope I'm not boring everyone to death. By the way, I changed the setup. Please let me know if y'all like it or if you hate it. If you hate it, you know, I'll just go back to the old one. Not this, but like the angle. It's in a wide angle lens today. In the Castle of Dreams 7, become altered by the color of your dreams. And then what else? Weird is the new cool. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Which is divided by 2 is 6, which is 2. 2 is duality. Flower plus 2 is 6. 2 6s here. With another 6, 3 6s. That's transform. That's forward moment. That's change, right? That's change, sorry. That's also fairness and balance, okay? 4 and 8 is stability, but fairness is 6, 6 of Pentacles. I feel like that's why it comes up again to say to you this, okay? Weird is the new cool in the reverse. Spirit is really encouraging you to express your uniqueness. I feel like you're ashamed of being who you are sometimes. And Spirit says it's okay, you can be who you are. And the castle of dreams become altered by the color of your dreams. This is like letting your dreams carry you to create the future that you want. All right, you don't have to be in your head about this connection, okay? You can dream that this connection works out. Maybe it does. And that will put more faith into the situation. Or, you know, you can have hope for this person, wish them the absolute best, and just say, whatever happens, happens, okay? Let's get you another card, pile number 2. We have 3. Usually 2 come out of this deck, so interesting. Spirit must have something to say to you guys. Okay, we have breakthrough to new dimensions. This is about shifting realities, number 7. Wish fulfillments. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants you to burst forth into your consciousness. Okay, you could be starting something new in your career too. I feel like this emotional energy has really charged you up to find your happiness. I know there's a lot of love coming through here. Okay, a lot of judgment and love too. I literally feel like there's a new cycle of love coming in for you. Pile number 2, one that's actually worth your time, whether or not it's with this person or with someone else. Spirit's just saying, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. 9 is, they're bursting through the water, about to burst through the water. So I feel like this is a period of where you're about to come into something new, right? But you're just right on the surface, okay? You're just right there. Spirit's really encouraging you to take that extra step, to make that extra push. You have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life, okay? And in 16, we have inner desires at number 7. 797. Independence, cultivation, okay? Progress, career. There's something that's going to be starting. There's seeds being planted here. Inner desires. Set some intentions. You're entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. Spirit is literally saying, like, everything's about to pay off for you, pile number 2. I know it might not seem like it, but it's literally about to. Just keep pushing to what you really want in your life, what you really are trying to manifest, what you really do desire, and that's what's going to make it come in faster. Pile number 2, I really hope that was helpful for you. Pile number 2, I really hope that was helpful for you. That's going to be your reading. Remember, keep a positive mindset. I know it can be difficult sometimes, especially with the circumstances. And just remember that as long as you do karmic good, the world's going to bring karmic good back to you. Even though at the time it might feel like a whole lot of karmic bad, it's not necessarily bad. It's all about perception, and we forget to see that and understand that sometimes. And what the spirit world really wants you to understand is that nothing's ever truly bad. Everything is happening for your higher self, because the higher self is all about lessons. If you're not on this earth to learn a lesson, then what are you here for, right? What's your lesson going to be in today? And we're always learning lessons. Pile number 3, welcome. This is going to be your reading. You chose the amethyst. It's very pretty, very beautiful. Very beautiful stone. Independence, for sure. That's what I see when I look at this stone. Let's see what's going on for you in the next 3 days. Pile number 3. What's happening? We have the Lovers in the reverse. There's going to be a separation probably in the next 3 days. There's going to be a situation that where you feel like there's a lack of love, for sure, at the very least. Okay, a separation. What else? Interesting. The 5 of Swords. Defeat, loss, not knowing what to do because no one's picking up the phone. Not knowing how to move forward. 8 of Wands energy, not knowing how to progress. Waiting for them to answer the door, although they never answer it because they didn't come in with what you wanted, okay? The 4 of Swords in the reverse. Spirit is really trying to get you to... Spirit's saying, it's your time of isolation and rest is up in the next 3 days, okay? You're going to, at the end of this, you're going to be experiencing a shift of wanting to be together. We'll see what comes out. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's going to be a separation, okay, or a division because someone's trusting their intuition about what their happiness is, okay? Someone says, I need to be shown up for. Spirit, what is it? Can we clarify that Five of Swords? No, you're gonna have to give me a pentacle or something. Yeah, I knew it. I knew the pentacle was gonna come forward. This literally popped out, and I was just like, oh, well, we'll see if it comes out again. And the moon came out again, too, so this makes all this sense. Let's pull one more for the Four of Swords. Four Swords. Oh, my goodness. The Hermit. Yeah, it's time to get out of your head. Pile number 3. It's time to stop thinking about it, right? It's time to take action, okay, to move forward, to consider new opportunities, and to stop getting stagnant. Spirit does say to me, there's a separation because someone didn't come in to appease you, all right, to come in to, sweep you off of your feet, basically. You were trusting your intuition and your love, and it's left you at the door, okay, and you're refusing to reflect. Spirit says it is important to reflect off of this, okay? You weren't given that offer of love, okay, that offer of togetherness that you wanted, but that's because you were trusting your intuition about another ace, all right? You weren't given the ace you wanted by this person, okay? They never came in, although you spent all that time waiting, and Spirit says it's time to stop waiting. It's time to empower yourself and take back your cups. What else for you? Yeah, the stars. This is having hope and faith, too. I know it feels like a dark time for you. The Knave of Wands. All these energies. These piles are all very similar. If you wanted to pick any of the other ones, make sure you watch them. But the Knave of Wands, it's like the start having hope, having dreams, but not necessarily thinking about how to get there, or like feeling like, they're just you weren't given that offer of spiritual fulfillment you were hoping for. And then we have the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, Strength, and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. All in the reverse, right?